Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
All right, Benny boy, we got to pick one of these letters. There is a lot to parse through. Which one do you want to do today? I'm thinking maybe.
There's a couple really good.
I'm calling it my summer of games.
Okay,
So I've got games. I've got
Okay,
the
Andrew,
tabletop.
we're
Just that's great.
trying to
Let us
get
do
to
the
this.
letter.
Okay,
We're just good letter.
Okay.
I feel like we should do the one that's kind of like the oldest, so they don't think we're ignoring their letter.
Yeah.
But this other one we got is like
It is. I think it's pretty good branding though. Summer of games.
That's great, Andrew, but we're trying to. My God.
All right, Ben, I'm gonna DM you the question I think that we should use today, and you say yay or nay. All right, man. And then if you agree, we'll do.
Am I on that DM?
You know what, Adam? Why don't we just do the letter that we have from someone about a coworker who's always interrupting everything?
Oh, I think that would be a very prescient topic to take.
Anyway,
on.
if you go to my website occupiedhex.com, you can find out about all
on
this
today's episode of Advice Fight. Hello and welcome to another episode of Advice Fight. You found it. You've been searching. You're here. Welcome to the Competitive Advice Podcast. My name's Adam Caton Holland.
I'm Ben Roy.
I'm Andrew Orvidal.
I thought you said I'm Major. I thought you were going to say I'm Major Andrew Orvidal, and it was going to be news to me.
Oh, yeah.
For this episode, I'm Major Andrew Orvidal.
And I'd like to be Corporal Caton Holland for this episode.
Wow.
And I will be Rear Admiral Roy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
This is the Stolen Valor episode. Prove that we weren't in the military. Prove that we weren't in the military.
Welcome to the SS Advice Fight, soldier.
None of my medals are in the proper place.
Mine are
They're all-
chocolate. Mine are edible.
Oh, they're the ones that,
medallions.
that is a tasty Purple Heart.
Yeah,
Well, look
I
at
made
this.
him out of gelt. Yeah.
Look at this decorated soldier.
That
Yummy,
is
yum,
good.
yum, yum,
Yeah.
yum.
Is that nougat?
I'm
See-
sucking on my medal.
I'm out here faking military to try to get the insurance. I'm like Rob Gronkowski, which is the funniest military. Have you seen that? It's like USSA insurance, and it's Gronk. And the whole premise of this entire ad campaign is that Gronkowski's jealous of this military insurance. And he wants it. And he's like, I wish I could get it. And he's like faking that he was military. The whole premise is
Of course,
stolen
the
valor.
CTE that guy has, he's going to need every specialist he can get.
I just want to be
also-
like, hey, Gronk, there is a way you could get this insurance.
I'm willing to bet, too, that he fucking nailed that performance. That guy is such a good actor. Because he's very smart.
Yes. Yes.
Very smart.
It must be impossible to get insurance as a former pro football player. What insurance company would possibly insure a former pro football
Do
player?
you have any
That dude is
pre-existing?
fucked.
You got any pre-existing condition? He's like, yeah, 4 rings, 4 championship rings.
They're like, no, we will not insure you. It's like a car with the salvage title. No, this car has been totaled. We're not going to insure it.
Well, we have a letter not at all related to anything we
Fine.
just ranted
It's
about.
fine.
We do what we want.
That's true.
But we have a letter today from someone about just a coworker that interrupts a lot, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I think we can relate because boy, did the three of us
Hey,
have
Ben,
one
knock,
of
knock.
those. Yeah, who's there?
Me, interrupting coworker.
Interrupting coworker who.
That's what we're going to talk about on today's episode of Advice Fight. Ron, make
you're
that the
supposed-
intro.
You're
That
supposed
was
to,
a better intro.
But no, we do. The three of us, Adam and Andrew and I, can relate because we have the most interrupting of coworkers for this podcast.
Right.
Producer Ron has never let us get a complete
Can't
thought
get a word
out.
in edgewise.
Yeah. It's,
Well, he has what they call in the biz an interrupting face. It's not
Yes.
necessarily that he's chiming
Yeah.
He's
in.
riff. That's what we mean when we say riff. RIF, resting interrupting face.
Yes, exactly.
That's what he has.
It's a medical term.
Sometimes
the
it's a
eyebrows
sigh.
go up.
You know
yeah.
what resting interrupting face is like they're just about to speak. You know what I
Really?
mean? They've
Yeah.
got their finger. Are you going to talk? No.
But I will do just enough to interrupt the flow with
Yep.
with my hand gestures and my facial.
My resting
gestures.
interrupting
My
face. Here you go.
resting
Andrew,
interrupting face.
talk. Go ahead. I'll give you resting interrupting face. Here.
Go ahead, Andrew. Tell me
This
the
is
story.
how it works.
What should I talk about?
This is so great for audio, guys. I'm so glad you're doing this. So glad you're doing this for an audio podcast.
And there's active interrupting voice.
Cool.
That's AIV.
Yeah.
Okay, no. But
I think the three of us are pro interrupters for sure. I remember in the Those Who Can't Writers room.
Andrew,
Ben is making an interrupting face. Yeah. Which is the polite way to do it. But I remember in the Those Who Can't Writers room, some of the other writers had to kind of acclimate to our style of talking, which is pretty aggressive. It could be, I'm talking, Ben.
I'm not going to say, I don't have anything to say. I'm listening.
To,
We have to get to the letter. That's my way of interrupting. I just hijack it into like a different
Resting
direction.
interrupting face. No, I mean, I think producer Ron has to interrupt us. He does it because it's part of the podcast. He's telling us something that we're doing. But have you all dealt with this? Have you had coworkers, or is there somebody in your life that you?
I'm
that you
currently
know?
living with a 4-year-old coworker who really just bowls over any form of conversation going on, or Ellis is just a chatterbox, and he's just talking all day long, and we
Yeah.
have to be like, hey, bud, we're talking. Let us finish this sentence, and then we'll listen to you. And he's like, and he just wants to get it out every time. And I guess he's learning, but it's so fucking annoying.
4 is
to
the
just
best too because they say the craziest shit. They're
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yes.
That's when they're really starting to say the weirdest stuff.
So no coworkers are coming to mind from my past, but my immediate domestic situation is really a constant 4-year-old interruption, and I don't know how to deal with it.
When you say that, I keep thinking you're talking about your wife.
My
Calling
4-year-old
her a
wife,
domestic
Katie.
4-year-old situation. What about you, Andrew?
Gosh, I'm sure I've had some interrupting coworkers, and I definitely have people in my social circles who maybe they have that habit of kind of cutting in, and you're like, oh, I wasn't done. I actually wasn't done talking. I think sometimes people can feel there's a sensation in a conversation where it's like if I don't get my point in at this right time, it'll be too late. And then when I do say it, it will seem like the conversation has moved on. And I think people feel that pressure to interject stuff. I don't want to get too deep into it because I got to give advice on it. So
Yeah.
What about you, Ben? You see, like you maybe had somebody that came to mind immediately.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's been
Is
quite
it
a
me?
few.
you?
What's
Is
that?
it me? Is it me?
No.
Is it
What-
me or is it Andrew?
Oh,
But
if you no, I mean, I think we all have. I think to me, I chalk it up more to we're all sort of just waiting for our turn to talk, right? Like, I mean, everybody's kind of doing that.
Well, I mean that would be the name of this podcast if any of us waited.
yeah,
Is it my turn to talk yet?
waiting to talk.
But
Yeah.
it is. I also don't want to get too into it because I don't want to. I mean, we got to give advice like Andrew said. So maybe we should just read the letter and then we'll. Andrew, you want to read this one and this is. I don't know if we should give their name. They didn't specify in the letter if it was okay to or not. So we'll just keep it anonymous for the sake of that, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
especially when it's about a coworker. You never know. This podcast is so popular. There's a very good chance your coworker also listens to
Well, it's
it.
the number one podcast of coworkers.
Exactly. The official podcast of Coworkers.
Andrew, why don't we just do this? Let's read the letter. Let's, and then we'll get right to it because we don't want to give away too much because that could affect our advice. So, Andrew, as the best reader, please.
Agreed. Here we go. You master communicators are the perfect people to help me with my problem.
Okay.
Thank
Can
you.
we pause for a second?
Yes, thank you.
Great start to a letter. Let's start right there. This is if you want to get your letter read,
Butter the
why
bread.
not start with some compliments? Yeah.
If
that's
you
all
want
I'm
to
saying.
get your letter read, butter the bread. It's an easy rhyme to remember when
Yes.
you're putting quill to parchment.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's fucking cross stitch that and put it on the tank of the toilet for that I can see right next to the, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And then
If you want your letter read, you must butter the
all
bread.
the bread. Yes, exactly. All right, Andrew. So they started off well. I like the beginning of this.
I have a coworker who will respond during any break in the conversation.
Hey, Andrew, before you
Anytime I
go
pause,
further,
okay,
I love
stop
your hat
it.
today. It's a really
Stop.
cool hat. Agriculture? What a concept.
It's
Just
a band.
wear
It's
a
not, I'm
hat.
not just a fan
His
of the
hat just
concept.
says agriculture across the front of it. How cool is that to wear a hat for an idea?
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Yeah, I like it.
That is what
Let me put on my-
99.9% of people think it is, which is part of the reason
I'm
why I
going to go
like
put
it.
on my transportation hat.
Oh, I love that look on you, Adam. Go ahead, Andrew, as you were.
Let me back up before I was so rudely interrupted.
Sorry.
I have a coworker who will respond during any break in the conversation. Anytime I
Pause
pause
for a
to
second,
think
Andrew.
of a you
I
motherfucker.
would like to put on my hat that just says air quality.
Oh, yeah. Like,
what do you
what
think
is
of
it
that
today?
took too long.
What
That
is
took
it
too
today?
long.
No, I was just waiting for a time to interrupt you.
Okay, all right.
There we
I'm
go.
backing up again. Beep,
Okay.
beep. I have a coworker who will respond during any break in the conversation. Anytime I pause to think of a word or let my mouth catch up to my brain for a second, she will pipe in with a yeah, okay, or something as if I had finished the thought. It is baffling to me. It also throws me off. When I'm pausing to collect my thoughts and she chimes in, it interrupts my brain's process. Is this a generational thing I don't understand? She's late 20s, I'm late 30s. Is this her way of telling me to wrap it up? How do I address this weird conversational quirk? Do I even say anything? From Anonymous.
Boy, this person is in a frenzy. They are frantic. Okay, you can hear it in the amount of questions at the end. Just
Really? Yeah, exactly. When someone's
Oh, when it's a
spiraling,
coworker,
they
you're
toss out a
trapped.
ton of questions.
Yeah.
You're trapped with this person for 8 hours a day, minimum. This
I
is
can
like,
hear the
it's worse than
desperation.
if it was somebody at home.
in Anonymous's voice, I can hear it in their questions and
Yeah.
the way they're asking them, and they came to the right place. And can we also say, I just like this letter. It starts off complimentary. It reminds everybody and us that we are great at what we do.
It was
Then
also perfumed, and I feel like I detected lilac, which is just a
which is crazy
pleasant
from
smell.
an email. You don't
I know,
find
to have
a lot of
perfumed
scented
email is
It was
rare.
also edible. It tasted like corn.
Smells
I
of
ate it.
lilac, tastes like
I ate
corn. What is that?
Well, that's your Andrew. That's because you're looking at it on your new tortilla tablet. It's a tablet.
Don't reward that with any laughter.
I like that Taco Bell gives out tortilla tablets with like a punch card. Andrew's using a Taco Bell tortilla tablet to
tortilla
podcast today.
tablet. The tortilla tableau, our new e-reader device by Taco Bell.
The Crunch Wrap Tablet
No.
Supreme that Andrew's podcasting from today.
It's a flat screen taco. That Andrew, shut up! Don't.
I'm
don't
not even
corpse us.
participating.
Do not.
I think it's
corpse
very
us.
funny that fast food chains are like putting tablets in their
They're
food.
putting e-readers.
That's fucking
Yeah.
great. Okay, we got the letter.
We got the letter.
We're going to help. We're going to help this person, and I think we're going to take a break before we do.
We should.
If you like red hot smoking content, but you're like, where can I get more of it? Great question. Glad you asked it. It's our Patreon. Our Patreon just recently got a Taco Bell certified smoking content coin. And that
Yes.
you get that when you have over 10,000 hours of smoking hot additional bonus content. So if you'd like a little taste of that, just subscribe. Just get it on over there. There's all sorts of levels, and you can also vote for a winner in the event of a tie. There's a link in the notes down there. Subscribe to the Patreon. In the meantime, we're going to take a break. We're going to think about this advice. We're going to come back. We're going to help this person.
Streaming September 4th on Peacock.
We sell toilet tissue and local newspapers. That is in order of quality.
From the crew that brought you The Office
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
comes a new comedy series.
Have you read this paper?
It sucks. But we are going to make it better.
Meet the underdog journalists
I hope it's not too disruptive to have me shake everything up.
Don't be so self-defecating.
with major issues.
Oscar. Oh, God. Not again.
The Paper, only on Peacock, September 4th.
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
And we are back for the second act, thanks to the magic of podcasting. A little bit of time has gone by. We've deliberated this, and we're ready to dispense advice. If this is your
may
first,
I remind them of the rules? I'm interrupting
say-
you to remind them of the rules.
Okay,
I'm doing it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the initiative.
I appreciate the way you said appreciate. Here's what we're doing. If this is your first time listening to the Advice Fight show we do here, the winner of the previous episode gets to dispense their advice last. Some people say it's an advantage, some people say it's a disadvantage. It's the rule we've settled on. I won the last episode. I will go last, and I also get to choose who goes first this episode. And I feel like Ben feels like I'm going to attack him, so I'm not, because that's what he would expect, and that's what Andrew would expect.
Interesting.
Andrew, you will be dispensing advice today first. You will have 3 minutes to do it. When you have 1 minute remaining, you will hear this sound. And then you will know to wind it down and get to the fucking point.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yep.
Yikes.
And then at the end, we will each vote and crown a winner. And wow.
In the event of a tie, we'll turn it over to Patreon, where our loyal listeners will vote. Once again, Taco Bell hot content coin. We're kicking ass over on Patreon.
Yeah, I got to say, mine's already gone. I got to see if they can give me another one. I threw it over my shoulder into a wishing pond at a mall.
See, what I stuck mine in a Mortal Kombat machine, and it didn't even fit, and now none of the other kids can play.
Well, we're going to have to get a hold of TB headquarters to see if they can get us a couple more minted. In the meantime, Andrew, you are going into the Toctagon to answer this.
I'm in.
And let's let's do it.
We should start pitching sponsorships for the Toctagon like it's a stadium. Like, people should be allowed to sponsor the Toctagon. So if you're out there, I don't know, Invesco, Sports Authority, Comcast,
Dick's Sporting Goods.
If you would like to sponsor the Advice Fight
Welcome
Toctagon,
to Dick's Octagon.
we will say it every time we bring up the Toctagon.
Toctagon, if you will.
We're wide open. We're ready for business. If you'd like to sponsor the Toctagon on Advice Fight, get at us.
You don't get it,
offers.
Producer Ron? Dick's Sporting Good, Octagon, Natural Progression.
And that is a free example, Dix, of the type of thing we can do if you want to do anything more.
Did you just call our fan Dix? It sounded like you
It
just
did kind of sound like it.
Yeah, that's an example.
Dix. That is what we call our fans. Hey, what's up, Dix?
What up, Dix? All right. Andrew,
I'm ready. I'm in. I'm ready
to go. Let's fucking
I'm jumping
party.
around.
We're shutting you in there. Close the
Great.
door. And God, I can't wait to see what crap he's gonna fire
Shut
out of his
up.
mouth butt today. Let's fucking
My
do
mouth
it.
butt.
Your mouth butt. I always remember that from those who can't. I need a food penis from a face butt. When he wanted a hot dog.
Stupid.
Still kills me.
It's
All right.
wild they canceled our show.
That was a Weinberg line if I've ever heard one. A food penis from a face butt. All right, Andrew, you are in the Toctagon. Let's get you ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Advice.
Woo! I think this. First of all, this sounds like hell. If I can just briefly empathize, I think I've experienced this as well. It's very frustrating when you're just trying to talk and the person keeps pouncing. I think this is a feature of ADHD neurodivergency. As I understand it, these people in a conversation, they are kind of jumping, their brain is jumping to your point before you get there, and they're kind of like, yeah, and so they're kind of living one step ahead in the conversation. And is that good for active listening or like empathetic conversation? Probably not, but it is how their neurodivergency works, and they're probably like this with everybody, not just you. So don't take it personally, like you're boring them. I bet they talk to everyone this way. How do you address it? I mean, at rock bottom, I'd say talk to this coworker as little as possible, but maybe that's not an option. Maybe you have to chat more often. I guess I would say when they interrupt, and maybe this is too mean, but I'll just go with this. Just let it sit there. Just stay quiet and just like look at them the way like a teacher might in a classroom when you interrupt or when you make a disturbance. Just like look at them like, what have you done? What are we waiting for right now? And then let them realize like, oh, they weren't done talking. I probably shouldn't have like jumped in and interrupted. And just kind of give it that space. I've done that with hecklers at times, like table talker hecklers, where you're not really aware of what they're saying, but you can hear the chatter. And I've just stopped talking and just like stared at them. And then they're like, oh, fuck, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? This is crazy. So I would say maybe you give even more silence and inject a little bit more awkwardness to it.
1 minute.
And see if that works. That's my advice.
Boom, getting out early.
Yeah.
So what exactly was your advice, Andrew?
You were on your phone. I'm not telling you my advice.
Andrew's advice
I'm not telling you my advice, Ben.
Well, yeah, if Ben doesn't know what it is, I'm
No.
not going to give you any advantages.
I heard you. I was listening. I don't understand.
Then recap it.
Go ahead.
You're saying that basically they have ADHD. You didn't really give any actual advice on what the person could do in that situation.
I absolutely did.
Other than, like what? Do
you
nothing.
tell me what it was.
Other than do nothing.
No, I know. No. He did give a concrete piece of advice. I know what it was. But I want to move on to Andrew's heckling approach, which sometimes I fucking love. Because sometimes you don't have the energy to cleverly just dismiss a heckler. So the sort of just like teacher scolding, I've often go to that. And I love shaming a fucking heckler into silence. It's great. That's a nice move. Well played. Young comedians take notes. Sometimes you don't have to fucking shut them down for a clippable moment. You just stare at them and say, come on, do better. Do better.
Especially when you can't understand what they're saying. If it's like table talk, it's like, what are you going to ask them what they're talking about? Just don't say anything and let them realize that they're being assholes.
That's what I mean. He's saying do nothing. That's not actionable advice. I'm making fun of him. That's the point of this podcast.
I said allow extra awkward space so that they realize that they're interrupting is what I said to do. It's not do nothing. It's consciously like look at them and be like, I wasn't done talking. I still had some more to say. And so they're like, oh, shit, I kind of like kicked in the door too early here. That's what I said.
I mean, I heard you. I just think it's nothing. But that's just me. Okay, is it my turn?
Ben, it is your turn. I'd love you to step into the Lady Footlocker Toctagon and get ready.
We got
Octagon.
We got LF is in on this. Oh my God, we're
in talks
catalog?
with LF. We have to make the whole thing pink, but we're listening. We are listening to Lady Footlocker right now for sponsorship offers to the Toctagon. Ben, will you step in and get ready to dispense your advice? Are you ready, Ben?
I am.
3, 2, 1. Advice.
What I did agree with Andrew's advice is that this is probably related to something else. It's my guess would be anxiety. I have a big problem with that. When things get quiet, I feel the need to fill that silence. And I think that this is a pretty Western culture type thing to have to fill silence.
Here we go.
Because we find it awkward to sit silently or to have something hang in the air, and it makes us nervous. Like
Ben, you learned this in your time in a Cambodian temple, and you compared the two sides of the planet.
Yeah. Well, or that or reading. So here's and I do read things, Adam. There are books aside from baseball books, Adam. So
you read the back of a cereal box, and it's a weird organic one.
It is. They're frosted mini squares, and boy, do I love them. No, I think a lot of it, likely for your coworker, is anxiety. That's my guess, is that silence makes them uncomfortable. They don't want to just be standing there awkwardly. And so when it gets quiet, they feel the need to puncture that silence to ease that awkwardness. I always think addressing it is going to be the best. So if they are interrupting you and you're not finished with your thought, they probably don't realize that they're doing it. It's a tick of their conversation or their personality, has nothing to do with you. So I believe just saying an excuse me, sorry, I wasn't finished my thought, and then just finishing what you were saying, and then when you were done, stopping and saying, okay, I'm finished now. What were you saying? That way they know that you're aware you are seeing them do it. It also makes them aware they're doing it. Because I don't think if you don't say anything, they won't even realize it. That this is something that is so ingrained in their own way of communicating. So I think the easiest way is just to just politely say, I'm sorry, I wasn't finished with my thought. Continue with what you were saying. And when you were done, say, anyway, I'm done. What were you going to say? And then go there. And I think over time, they will learn to adjust to your communication style. They will learn, or they will see what they are doing. That is my advice. Stop.
Interesting advice.
It's hard to pick on good advice, isn't it? I can see you guys looking for the holes in it, but it is fucking clad. Yellow Ironside.
So the thing that we would assume they've already tried. The thing that we would assume
they've already say that they tried it. You're just assuming.
I would fairly assume they've been like
assumptions that they've done what you've done. I could just as easily assert that they have done.
Mine is the next step.
How do you know that? Because it's yours. Because you live in your own reality of seeing.
Because most people would be like, "Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry."
No, they don't.
Excuse
most
me.
people would just go and listen to that person and then get back to their thought. Most people will not.
Okay, that's the first thing. But then the second thing is your advice, and the third thing is my advice. Mine's the third tier
advice. You are reaching across the table, and your weird skin tag on the back of your elbow just went in my food.
Stop it. That's not for the podcast. I told you not to ever talk about that.
I'm so sorry, and I should not have done that. I get petty when I get into this
situation. It's 5 inches long.
I know,
it catches the wind.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Guys, we just lost Lady Footlocker. They're out.
It just
skin tag
the last
riff.
time we were at dinner, it got into my mole, and so
skin tag and mole.
Could you read another one? There's a skin tag in this mole.
Oh, dude, it's truly making my stomach flip, and for me, that's an accomplishment.
Is that one of the 75 ingredients, or no? It's not.
It's chewy.
There is. Oh God, you went to chewy.
All right, Adam. Last but least, get your ass into that Toctagon.
I like what you did there, Andrew.
Into the Belco, the official Belco Toctagon of advice.
That has a great ring to it.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. I am in. I am ready to dispense. You just count me down, bros.
On your marks. Get set. Advice.
Okay, letter writer. Here's what's going on. Your coworker is either suffering from insecurity, and they got to get their thoughts in so quickly, or this is blatant disrespect against you. That's the only two things that are going on. And you have to determine what is going on. So if this is coming from a place of insecurity, you have to figure that out. Here's what I propose. You do a foot race with this coworker at lunch one day. If they beat the pants off of you and brag too hard and get in your face, well, that's a sign of insecurity. If they lose to you and they crumble and melt because they lost, again, that's a sign of insecurity, and you've figured out, okay, that's where this is coming from. So what you have to do to sort of try to combat that insecurity so they don't interrupt you all the time is make them feel more secure. How do you do that? Every morning when you see them at the office and they walk in, go up to them, give them a hug, and go, I think you're doing great, and I think you are great, every morning. And I think they'll feel secure, and they'll know that you really appreciate them, and maybe they'll stop interrupting you so much because they see you as a threat, but you've just said, hey, I'm on the same level as you. We're the same person. It's all good. I see you, and I think you're great. And that's how you deal with that insecurity. Now they're feeling confident. If it's disrespect, now, this is a whole different issue, and you need to figure out if they're disrespecting you. How do you do that? Hang outside the office door one morning when you're going in for the day. When they come in, just let them go, no, after you. And if they don't hold the door for you, ding, 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 they disrespect you. And there's really no way other than fighting them, which will get you fired, to deal with that disrespect. It's a personal problem, and some people just don't like other people. Some dogs don't like other dogs. So what you got to do is recognize they're disrespecting you and deal with that.
1 minute.
So many ways to go from here. One I like is kind of psychological terrorism. Every night when they leave, time your exit 5 minutes after the fact. I assume you're in a cubicle setting. I assume they have a trash can. I assume there's a plastic bag lining that trash can. Every morning, every night when they leave, go over to their cubicle and pour a little bit of milk in the bottom of that trash can. Just a little bit of milk.
Are you calling
and
it
watch
milk?
this stink
An E in the milk.
grow.
There's an E in milk.
Little bit of milk.
Okay. Milk.
And it'll start to
he say
smell a
milk?
little bit. It'll start to smell a little bit. Over the course of 6 months, now that's a problem. And now you're in their fucking head. And they're not worried about disrespecting you because they're trying to get to the source of the smell. 2 situations, 2 ways to get out of this. You're welcome.
Okay. So Adams was... Wait a second. Okay, so Adam, you're saying to have a foot race...
To determine whether they're insecure or disrespectful. Because I don't see anxiety. I don't see ADHD. I see a problem. I see a person that needs to be taken down a fucking peg.
And then if it's insecurity,
you hug them a bunch. You hug them and say,
taken down a peg
why the
or
foot
brought
race
up a peg.
Is the part that I'm
to determine their level of insecurity, to determine if they're insecure.
Okay, but then that had nothing to do. Okay.
It had do you not listen, or are you on your phone again?
No. I mean, I
need to ascertain if this
and then there was
insecure.
milk. And then there was
the milk is like a revenge. It's kind of like a Rushmore level of revenge, where you're pouring a little bit of milk in the trash and it's souring.
Exactly.
And you're
but I don't
playing
think
a
that's going to
stinky.
create much of a smell in that trash.
Over the course of 6 months.
Okay, so we're going half a year on your plan.
100%.
It would probably stink terribly, but I also think it'd be such an easy one to find. They'd be like, my trash can stinks. Can we?
What
get
I would do
the
is I
janitor
would
up
go
here?
and I would get some of that cold smoked Norwegian salmon, and I would get a handful of it.
$12 a package.
I know, exactly. Use the good stuff because this matters. And then I would grease the entire. I wouldn't leave any in there, but you just use it like a sponge on the inside
Well,
of
I
it. You
think
just
the
grease
reason
garbage can,
like
then
you're
put the bag
greasing a
back in.
pan.
The
And
reason
they'll,
you're
like,
pitching
yeah.
on it, the reason you're yes-anding is because it's great advice.
No, I'm
The
just
milk
saying
was
it's
a
better
first
than
idea.
milk.
Now let's go
It's
from
better
here.
than milk.
Do I say milk weird?
Say it again.
Well, Adam and I are from Colorado. We say milk.
Milk.
Yeah, we say milk.
No. Say it again.
Milk.
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 You're saying milk.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm saying milk.
That's M-I-L-K, milk.
Milk.
No. Stop for a second. Say it again.
Milk.
Milk.
Am I the only one that's hearing that or no? Milk.
Milk.
It's milk.
Oh,
From
there
Colorado.
you are. Now
We
you
say
got it.
milk.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for the way I pronounce milk. But
There it is. There's an E in there again. I'm the only one that's hearing it. It's milk.
The point is revenge over this person who's disrespecting you. And whether it's milk or salmon, whether it's milk or salmon, you're creating a stink. Because this person disrespects you, and so you're going at them.
His real name is Salmon Rushdie, not Salmon Rushdie.
And us idiots have been pronouncing it
Yeah,
salmon.
we've been pronouncing it wrong. It's us. We're here with Salmon Rushdie.
Salmon Rushdie.
Okay.
So
And
I
he
don't know.
wrote
Like I'm interested in
satanic.
helping. I'm interested in helping our letter writers. So I gave them two options, and you guys are just like, you give them one, and I want everyone to consider that as we move on to the voting.
Yeah, a foot race or
revenge.
Some petty revenge. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Foot race leads to the petty revenge.
The foot race. Oh my God, you're dumb. The foot race leads to the determination of whether this is insecurity or not.
Okay.
That's what a foot
And
race
then
determines.
you give them
if I
hugs.
race you, Ben, and I beat you or you beat me, and we shake hands, we go, great
but
race.
both of your
Neither one of us is
responses
insecure.
when you said if
Neither
they
one of us is
win-
insecure. Then I know it's disrespect.
you said if
But
they win
you
and they-
cry because you lost, or if you gloat because you won,
But
that's
you didn't say that
insecurity.
in the first round.
I sure as
through.
hell did.
No,
That's
you missed
insecurity.
part of that. He missed part of it. If
I'm
you go
doing
back and listen,
diagnostics to determine what's going on with this coworker because I'm trying to help. My God.
okay, all right. Well, we have it. Adam
Gets to the root of the problem.
Yeah, Adam's going to take a minute and cool off because this is
We'll
one
see, I guess.
We're getting fired up. But
I just
we're
don't
gonna,
like being not listened
We're
to.
going to take a
That
quick
is
break.
disrespect,
We're
born
gonna
of
take-
insecurity. So this is a two-pronged situation.
We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to judge. We're going to vote to see who is the winner. And so third actors, get ready. The voting is going to be happening shortly. Stay tuned.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
We are back. It is the third act, and that means a winner must be crowned in Advice Fight unless there's a tie, in which case our Patreon poll will determine that winner next episode.
Right. And we can't vote for ourselves.
Right.
That's clear. We have to vote for one of the others.
Should we recap our advice?
Yes, let's go ahead.
We always do. Okay.
Andrew?
My advice was to, I guess Ben likes the term corpse. Maybe that's the term. Inject extra awkward silence so they can feel it and get the it's not do nothing. It's inject that bit of extra silence to say,
nothing.
Hey, you're being rude. Do you feel that? That's you stepping into the conversation and you're being rude.
By doing nothing. Correct. So I was right when I said that. Mine was address it. Just simply, if they do it, say, I wasn't finished with my thought. Let me get this out. Finish it. And then say, that's it. I'm sorry. What were you saying? And that lets them know that they are interrupting you because this person is probably anxious and doesn't realize they're doing it. Adam, what was yours?
Ben, what happens if they do it again? Huh?
You
Adam's advice.
tell them.
That's
You
what
point
happens.
it out.
You get to the bottom of it. Because I guarantee this person's been fucking telling them or has told them and has done Andrew's
You
corpsing.
think that
They've
told
done
them.
all the things. They're to the point where they're writing a letter.
You don't think they would have
to
told
us.
that in the letter? You don't think they would have said,
that's
I've addressed it,
why-
and they keep doing
That's
it?
why
You're
I
full of shit.
told them, diagnose the problem. It's one of two things. It's insecurity or it's disrespect.
You
And
are
then I
so
gave
full
them
of
a
shit.
solution for how to deal with either situation.
What was your solution again? What were we
Make
putting
them
in
feel
the trash?
secure through hugs and positive reinforcement, or fucking troll them with smells.
Okay, yeah, but what kind of smells?
Disrespectful smells back at them.
Yeah,
because
but
the only way you counter disrespect is with psychological terrorism.
What were we pouring in the trash can?
Ben, I will allow for pitches on the smell.
Okay.
And you cannot negate my advice by saying it wasn't a strong enough smell. Fuck off.
No.
He wants you to say milk
the M word again.
He's,
say it
he's
again.
baiting you to say milk.
You could use leche or salmon.
Okay. He's not going to go back to it, but he was saying, producer Ron, back me up on this. He was saying milk. He's putting an E in it.
Yeah, give a fuck how a guy from New Mexico and a guy from Maine
Yeah,
pronounces
this
that
is how
word.
Coloradoans say
Yeah,
it. People have given me shit about that too all my life. Milk.
I'll drink a pop on top of a wolf in order to go get milk.
There it is. Yes, he said it. Wolf.
Because I'm Colorado,
pop,
baby.
Milk.
The wolf thing is unique to Adam.
Yes,
Coloradoans know how to say wolf.
Wolf. There's an L in there.
That's just Adam being
Wolves
cute.
love
He's
milk.
a cutie pie. All right, it's time to vote. We can't vote for ourselves, sadly.
No
God.
shit.
And we have to vote for one of the other two, and I gotta vote first.
Yes, you do, Andrew. What say you, my pal?
Adam, at first I liked your creativity because you were like, let's really get to the root of this. But I didn't like your revenge choices. I thought you could have gone bigger, and I thought you could have gone better.
Can I get one pitch on what that would be? Because so the listener could maybe take all of this advice. What's a better revenge than a stinky,
than milk and than a stinky trick? Because you're just punishing yourself. The whole office is gonna smell. Okay. If you use smell tactics, congrats. You just gassed yourself, dumbass. Okay. Like don't do smells. You can't do smells.
What, you think cut the brakes?
Well, I mean that we could lead up to that. I was gonna say maybe take one item out of their drawer a day. Start to make them feel like their grasp on reality might not be all there.
I like that.
Some gentle gaslighting.
Yeah.
And then maybe on your lunch break, you put a screw in their tire, let them drive over it. You got to make sure to put it where the sidewall meets the tread so that the tire will have to actually be replaced instead of just removing the screw. And if it's an all-wheel drive car, they'll probably have to replace all 4 tires because there can't be any differential in the tread. So, you could set them back with $750 tire set, something like that,
Just I like a light sheen of like some sort of ointment on the armrests of their office chair so that you can't, whenever they put their arms down, it's like a little greasy and they're like, what was that?
That's good. That's
and then they wonder what it was, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, they're like, it must be something that the custodians left on here, but they'll never know.
Because you don't know that person.
They'll never know. It's like Carmex or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
I like that.
Okay, that's gross. And that is helpful because I was going to vote for Ben, and now I know why I was going to vote for Ben, because I like pitches like that. But also, yeah, I assumed Ben's advice, but Ben is right. The letter writer didn't say, I've told them, please don't interrupt, and they keep interrupting. So Ben's right. They didn't say that they've already tried that, and that is a step that you should do before you start ruining their tires and wiping chapstick all over the armrests of their chair. So I'm voting Ben.
Okay, great.
So
great.
Boring.
Thank you, Andrew.
Boring. I'm bored.
That's tough then, because now I don't know.
Are you really going to vote for his do nothing? As you said it?
You said it was good advice. You said I use this advice.
Oh, I've said a lot of things
You
today.
said I use that.
I've said a lot of things today.
I use that.
Adam, I'm going to choose yours, but simply for the foot race part of it, because I think that would be good for office morale. I think the exercise.
Carolyn, parking lot, right now.
Could you imagine everybody looking out the window? Adam's racing Carolyn from receivables. And it's going to be a pretty heated race. She is not well. She's got some serious deep vein thrombosis that she's dealing with, which causes some.
It doesn't affect
some
your
circulation.
talking fast. Doesn't affect your interrupting.
Well, it means that
doesn't
she
affect
can't.
your interrupting.
She can't feel those 2 fucking flank steaks she's flopping into the ground every time. She has no feeling in her feet. It's going to be a great race. And it's a beautiful day for a race out in fucking Centennial or where your office is. So I'm going to say Adam, but only for the foot race portion of it. I think the rest of his was psychotic, but I did like that part. So I'm going to say Adam on this one. Good work, Adam. I like a healthy foot race to solve office disputes. All right, Adam, you're up.
There are foot races at every High Plains Comedy Festival. There's like a barbecue that goes down, and the comedians have foot races in the grass, and it's one of the highlights of the festival.
Yeah,
to come watch.
Stephen AJ and David Bory have dubbed them race wars.
The race wars.
The race wars we have at every High Plains.
Yes.
Yeah, and we
but
should
they're
point
very
out
entertaining.
that
They're very entertaining.
Both those gentlemen are black.
Yes, luckily,
if you don't know who they are, they're both black. So it's okay that they say things like that.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I think AJ printed up a hat last year. I was like, put that away. I can't. This is not okay. Okay.
A hat that just says race wars.
Yes.
Yep.
Amazing.
It's fucking great. Okay. I just think a stern look of like, hey, come on, don't do that, is not enough to get the job done, Andrew. And that's why Ben and I fucking tromp over you in speech all the time, regardless of how you look at us. Ben and I are going to say what we want to say.
Yeah. And our speech class is pretty packed.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
As much as it pains me to do this, I do think, and as much as I think that the letter writer has probably done this, I cannot say with 100% certainty that the letter writer has done that, because perhaps they're a timid, dumb fuck like Andrew, who thinks a look is enough. Perhaps our letter writer might be as dumb as Andrew. And so in that instance, I think it would be wise to address that you don't like it when they interrupt you, which they've already probably fucking done. However, there is a slim chance they haven't, and so I must vote for Ben.
Back, baby! And I want to thank everybody that listens, that has stuck with me through the dark times. That was a drought. That was a drought of wins that I went through.
Talk to Ben Roy Nation for a minute, because they haven't heard from you in a while.
Everybody, just a second.
It's been 4 episodes.
The Caton clicks. Take a knee. All right.
The Holland heads. You too. Take the other knee.
Yeah. Or Vidaliacs.
Go ahead. Just go ahead and put your rascal scooters in neutral or Vidaliacs and just stay right where you are. I got to say to the Ben Roy Army, thank you for supporting throughout these tough times. You have seen the way I have been gaslighted by these assholes, the way I have been denied of wins. And today we took a victory back for the people of France. So thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. You're playing for France?
Yes. I'm playing for France, my motherland before my motherland, because I actually came from Canada.
Right.
But then
it's a Franco victory. I get it.
But it's
and
a
then
French-Canadian
I thought maybe you were playing for Maine.
Vive la Révolution! Okay, thank you guys so much.
Ben, congrats to you.
This is
our
just
letter writer.
A new celebration de la Bastille.
Okay, all right. Congrats to you. Our letter writer, thank you very much for writing in. We couldn't do this podcast without all of your letters and your need for advice. So keep those letters coming. We love them. Thank you to this letter writer. I hope this helped you a little bit. I don't know if Ben's did or Andrew's did, but certainly getting to the source.
I feel
of
like
where this
Luther
is coming from.
posting his grievances on the door of the Vatican. Like I've said my piece, and now I'm going to start my own denomination of religion right now.
All right.
Thank you guys so much.
Lutherans, the most boring option. That tracks.
Yeah, thank you again, as Adam said, to the letter writer. I mean, it's annoying. I mean, honestly, I think we probably all agree you just probably shouldn't talk to this person. You should avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, if somebody interrupts me all the time, I'm like, okay, bye. I'm not going to talk to you at all.
Yeah, but if they're your coworker, that's just not an option.
Then I would give them nothing. I would give them a sentence here.
Oh,
or there.
you'd give them nothing? That was my advice.
I wouldn't even.
That
talk
was
to
my
them.
advice.
I wouldn't talk to him. I wouldn't rely on a hangdog expression across a cubicle.
A hangdog
Yeah.
expression?
Yeah.
I'm talking about a visual skewering, not a hangdog expression.
Do you guys remember how we learned about the term corpsing? Was that our camera people and crew used to do it during Those Who Can't when we would get lost in a riff late at night while filming, and they wouldn't give us anything. They wouldn't laugh. The camera people.
Yeah, they want to go home to their families.
And they would just sit there with a straight face and just corpse us. And then one of the assistant director told me, "Oh, that we're corpsing you. That's what we're doing to get you guys to shut up and move on to the next scene because we'd be dicking around, dragging everything out." So, God, that was fun, huh? Fucking with the crew, working class people, just the three of us
Just
getting paid way too much.
90 people who can't go home because we're on a riff that won't make the episode.
Exactly.
They loved it.
God, those were the days.
Producer Ron knows what it feels like.
Yeah. What do you guys got going on? What's coming up? What do we have for pluggy plugs?
Pluggity plugs. Well, if you're listening to this the week it comes out, this weekend I'm going to be headlining the Denver Comedy Underground this Friday and Saturday, the 5th and the 6th. I virtually guarantee there's tickets available. I'll call that shot. I'll call that shot right now in this plug. I virtually guarantee there's going to be tickets available.
They crush it there. The fall is pretty busy in that room. I think you're going to have full rooms.
Yeah, but I'd love to see you
after
there.
the shows, people will say, I remember that was the fall I saw Andrew Orvidal.
I love that room.
Comedy
I
Underground.
love the Denver Comedy Underground.
I do too, but I
They've got-
don't like Ben Bryant on record.
They've got, thank you. You get pizza as part of the show. If I have to bribe you with pizza, I will.
Free pizza, Andrew. Free pizza.
I got new jokes. So come down this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 2 shows each night. Let's do it. Rock.
What do you got, Adam? What do you got,
Rockin'
ACH?
I just am taking in that Andrew's ending his plugs with rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Not even, let's rock. Rock.
Yep.
All right, I'll go. How about this? I'm going to go. How about this? I'm going to go this Friday and Saturday. If you're listening to it as it happens, if you are in Kentucky, I will be in Louisville. I love saying it like that. Louisville. I will be at Planet of the Tapes in Louisville, Kentucky. Cool indie room. I'm so excited. Friday and Saturday, 1 show each night. Never been there. Really looking forward to seeing your fine city. And I would love to meet you all. So please come on out and say hello to me. Paper.
I get
See
it.
what I did there?
Ooh, okay.
You see what I did there?
You beat me. Nicely
paper covers
done.
rock.
I will just go right ahead and start plugging the High Plains Comedy Festival. It's September 18th through 20th. And
2 weeks.
passes,
2 weeks away.
Festival passes are pretty much sold out, so there's maybe a handful left. Get on those now if you want tickets to every show. The Grawlix is going to be all over this thing. We're going to be doing a live Grawlix show. We're going to be doing a Those Who Can't panel with Maria Thayer. We're going to be doing an advice fight. More importantly to all you listeners, a live advice fight. Bring your questions to the show. Bring your need for advice to the show. We will be answering them rapid fire live. It's going to be a lot of fun. There'll be a link to High Plains website in the show notes, and you can get tickets to all those shows individually or a festival pass, which will get you into everything, as well as our old pal Smiles Canane at the Paramount, the headlining show, who a little bird told me Andrew Orvidal is opening for.
What?
So,
Andrew, that is so good. I love seeing
Hold
you.
on. Get your passes. Get those tickies. High Plains Comedy Festival. Scissors.
Fuck.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors played like this is so fucking easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also
it really
heartbreaking.
is.
And
It's
and we're
deeply
deadlocked. And we're deadlocked.
It's deeply heartbreaking. Andrew, you're round. You're up on next round of verbal rock, paper, scissors. You're up. What do you got? He's got scissors.
I'm going rock again.
Okay.
Rock. Yeah, rock.
All right. This is fun.
I'm gonna go scissors. Damn it! What was I doing?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
I'll go paper. Fuck!
Well, a big thank you again to our letter writer. A huge thank you to producer Ron for not interrupting us this episode. He only actually interrupted us 4 times, which is a low today. I think he's sick.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't look well.
Nope. Big thank you to Mike Henderson at Plan 9 Sound for your help with making all the audio at our live show sound so amazing. By the way, you should come see our live show if you're out of state. Come make a pilgrimage to see the Grolix live show. Big thank you to Charlie Continental for your help. Every time we make something, Charlie Continental writes a groovy new jam for us.
Buddy, he's in our backyard with a guitar at the ready.
He's in the fucking zone. This
he's
guy
like,
is
you need
always
something?
in
We're
the
like, not
zone.
today, bud. And he's like, all right. And he goes back into his tent. And then,
Well, even if he doesn't, he goes, well, how about a jam that you don't need for not needing? And he'd be like, I don't need nothing today. He'll write it.
We're like, that rips. Thanks, dude.
You can follow us everywhere at Grolix Comedy on social meds, on the meds. And you can also, please follow us on you can follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Grolix saves. Those people that donate, it means more than you know. You help make this podcast happen. You help make our lives easier. Thank you so much for doing that. If you want to support, that's how you can support local artists. Please, that's a huge thing for us. Otherwise, keep sending those letters in. We're loving them. We're getting them. Anything you want, dark. It can be a light and airy question. It can be anything. It can be, but if you could, keep them short. Keep them short. We love the short, succinct little letters like that.
Yeah, if you want your letter read, short is the quickest way to get it onto the airwaves for
Yeah.
sure.
Otherwise, that's the episode, y'all. That was a lot of fun. I had fun. Andrew, how do you feel taking an L like that? How do you feel?
You know, I'm still 2 wins ahead. I just gotta
play us out, Charlie.
That was what we call a swish.